Close your eyes and imagine a ghostly figure drifting on the open sea. A ship, empty and silent, sails tugged by the wind as waves lap against its hull. No voices, no footsteps, just a faint creak as it floats, lonely and haunted. This isn't a ghost story, nor some legend buried in the sands of time. It's the true tale of the Mary Celeste, a ship found abandoned. Its crew vanished without a trace. What really happened on board that ship? Was it a tragic accident, an act of madness, or something far more sinister? Over the next minutes, we'll dive deep into this chilling mystery. We'll explore clues left behind, the theories that have emerged over the centuries, and perhaps uncover the most terrifying explanation of all. Are you ready to set sail into one of history's darkest enigmas? Our story begins on a cool December day in 1872. The British brigantine Dei Gratia, captained by David Morehouse, was sailing the Atlantic, bound for Gibraltar. It was just another voyage until, in the distance, a ship was spotted drifting with an unsettling calm. Captain Morehouse's heart must have skipped a beat as he recognized the vessel, the Mary Celeste. You see, the Mary Celeste wasn't some forgotten ship. She had set sail from New York only weeks prior, carrying Captain Benjamin Briggs, his family, and 7 crew members. But something was wrong. The ship drifted aimlessly, its sails partly torn, as if no one had tended to them for days, maybe even weeks. Morehouse made a decision, perhaps one that would haunt him forever. He ordered a small crew to board the Mary Celeste and investigate. As they approached, the silence became almost deafening, like the ship itself was holding its breath. When the crew from Dei Gratia finally stepped aboard, what they found was the stuff of nightmares. There was no sign of life, no captain, no crew, no one to explain what had happened. But it was more than just their absence. The ship was eerily untouched. Personal belongings lay undisturbed, as if everyone had simply vanished in the middle of a routine day. In the dining area, there were plates of food, half-eaten and cold. Picture that, meals abandoned as if the people had left in a hurry or hadn't expected to leave at all. The ship's single lifeboat was gone, but everything else, even the cargo of alcohol barrels, was still there. Imagine stepping into a room that looks like everyone just disappeared in the blink of an eye. No signs of struggle, no blood, nothing that would hint at a reason for the sudden, inexplicable abandonment. What could have forced the captain, his family, and the entire crew to leave behind a perfectly seaworthy ship? Did they escape willingly, or was there something far darker that compelled them? With every mystery comes speculation, and for the Mary Celeste, the first theory seemed almost logical: piracy. Pirates roamed the waters of the Atlantic during this era, and many believed the ship must have fallen victim to their merciless tactics. But why would pirates leave the ship's valuable cargo untouched? Not a single barrel was missing. Then there's the lack of any sign of violence or struggle. For pirates to take over a ship without leaving a single mark, no broken furniture, no signs of a hasty departure, well, that's unusual to say the least. So, was it piracy? Or had they met with an even more sinister fate? Let's keep going, but remember, every theory seems plausible until you look a little closer. Others speculated that maybe nature itself turned against the crew. The theory of a sudden storm, a rogue wave, or a waterspout, imagine a tornado on the water, might have terrified the crew into abandoning ship. But here's where things get strange. The weather had been calm. According to the ship's logbook, there were no reports of rough seas or bad weather in the days leading up to their disappearance. Some believe it was a rogue wave, a monstrous freak wave that could have struck without warning. But would a wave powerful enough to drive people off a ship really leave everything else intact? The Mary Celeste remained in almost perfect condition, without any sign of flooding or structural damage. Strange, isn't it? So, if it wasn't a natural disaster, then what was it? Now here's where things get supernatural. Some sailors, especially those of the 19th century, held firm to their superstitions. Ghost ships, sea monsters, and curses were more than just stories. They were real fears. And as rumors spread about the Mary Celeste, people began to wonder if the ship itself was cursed. Could a dark, malevolent force have driven the crew to madness? Or worse, to their doom? It may sound like a sailor's tale, but over the years, many have claimed to see ghostly lights around the Mary Celeste, strange apparitions hovering over its deck at night, a haunted ship adrift, luring sailors to an unexplained fate. Could it be that something supernatural claimed the crew, leaving only the ship as a silent witness? Was there a curse that doomed all who stepped aboard? Of course, these are just stories, or are they? But as intriguing as the supernatural might sound, science offers other possibilities, ones that are just as unsettling. One theory suggests that a leak from the barrels of alcohol in the cargo hold created toxic fumes. Picture it. The crew becomes increasingly dizzy, disoriented, gasping for fresh air as the fumes threaten to overwhelm them. But here's the mystery. If they fled temporarily, wouldn't they have returned once the air cleared? The boat was gone, suggesting they might have abandoned ship entirely. Yet, no one saw them again. And if they were in the lifeboat, why did no one find any trace of it? Could it be that something else prevented them from returning? Something we're still missing? The more you delve into the Mary Celeste, the more questions seem to surface. She was found, ghostly and empty, yet without a single answer as to what happened to those aboard. For over a century, investigators, scientists, and storytellers alike have tried to piece together the puzzle, but each answer seems only to deepen the mystery. What could make a crew abandon a ship in perfect condition? What fear, what force drove them off? And why has no one, even to this day, been able to explain the eerie silence that followed? And so, the Mary Celeste continues to drift through history, a mystery that refuses to be solved. Perhaps it's a warning, a reminder that there are forces, whether natural, supernatural, or simply the unknown, that remain beyond our understanding. If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery, we have more tales of eerie and unsolved history waiting for you. Just click the end screen and dive into another mind-bending journey with us. Here at Weird Histories, we love exploring the mysteries that the world has forgotten. Until next time. Keep searching, keep questioning, and remember, sometimes the greatest mysteries lie just beneath the surface.